Friday, everyone. This is Karen with Grace Be Creations. I'm just having some water. This is a video that I did not plan to do tonight. My voice might be a little bit raspy because I've been talking all day and I'm a little bit tired, but I really wanted to get a video out tonight. So I am so excited to share with you guys what I want to do for a quick little project tonight. It's a quick craft along with me, kind of like a tutorial. I mean, it's on the tutorial kind of genre, but let me show you from one of my old junk journals, one of my favorite ones. Okay, one of my projects that I love in this book is this right here. This is probably one of my favorite projects, and I absolutely love this project. It's quick, it's easy. It has a nice little journal card in it. It's a Polaroid journal card with a really pretty cardstock paper that's folded up with a notch. And it has, I mean, it's just so simple. It's something that's really simple that you can make look gorgeous for your book. And that is my inspiration for this project tonight. Now what I'm going to do is I have two colors that I'm working with. I love my dusty blue color. I absolutely love this color. Now my desk is a mess. I had no plan on doing a video until tomorrow night, but I decided at the last minute I was going to say, I miss everybody and I want to do a video tonight. So I said, okay, what can I do? So here I am, and everything might be a little bit, where is everything? But it's more important that I'm putting out a video than to have a perfect looking desk, right? So this is the dusty blue. This is the pink that I'm working with. I embossed one of them. This one I did not emboss because I'm doing something a little different with this one. And that's what I'm going to show you. So I'm making two of them because they're really simple and they're easy and they're awesome to do. So let me turn down the background music really quick. In the background, I always run royalty-free music from YouTube. It's approved by them, so I won't get so my monetization doesn't get flagged or anything. So I run music in the background just for a little bit of something in the background, just so that it's not completely quiet. All right, so I have a couple of Polaroids here, and I am a design team member for Raindrop Lila, and so I have some of her Polaroids. One of her favorite kits of mine is the Felicity, and I think one of these is from that, but I just grabbed a bunch of Polaroids from a bunch of miscellaneous kits of hers, so I'll be using a couple of those. And I have my paper, so let's get started. So you're going to need a cardstock paper that's colored. Like I got pink and I got blue. You don't have to have it just plain colored, but that's what the project looks like. You can use a digital that has print on it. You want your corner punch. And I'm going to grab my little notch punch. You need a circle punch. All right, circle punch right here. All right, and then of course, what kind of a video would it be if we didn't have lace, right? You need lace. And I'm using these really adorable little corners that Laura Mitchell gave me in that beautiful sewing machine that she made me. I've been playing around with the little stuff that she gave me in the boxes, and I pulled this out, so I might add that on. All right, so the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to take an 8.5 by 11 regular piece of cardstock paper, like regular hard cardstock paper, 8.5 by 11. You're going to cut it to 5 inches wide. Nothing's cut this way. It's the same size, I think. Wait a minute. Maybe I cut a little bit off of it. let me just look at a regular piece of paper here. I want to make sure I get the right sizes for you guys. This is the size of the paper right here. No, that's right. I don't cut it the long way. You keep the 11. You're going to do five across, okay? And to keep it long. Now, I went and embossed the bottom part of the part that I'm going to flip up, and I'll show you what that looks like. Which one do I want to do? I'm thinking this one. I don't know. Should I do this one or this one? Let me see how they both look. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll it up right to about, oh yeah, that's why I didn't want to use this one, because the emboss didn't get all the way to the edge. That's why I did this one over. All right, let me just look at this for a guide really quick. It's been a while since I've done this project. So let me see how far I rolled it up. It's about that much. Oh wow, I really brought that up high. Okay, I'm glad I looked at that. Okay, I'm gonna just, this book is so fat that it won't even stay open. It's one of my chunky books. All right. All right, distracting. All right, so what I'm going to do is I have the embossed part here. I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to roll it up to about right here, and I'm going to crease it. Okay, just like this. I'm going to use my bone folder, just so I can get that good and crease down. Now, what I did is I stitched it. You can glue it, but I'm going to go off camera really quick and I'm going to stitch it. You can glue. When you glue, you want to make sure that you glue just the edge, very edge, the U, okay? Very, very on the edge, because you want to have plenty of room for your Polaroid that's going to go in after, okay? So if you do stitch with a sewing machine, it might be a little bit better to go ahead and stitch, okay? So I'm going to go offline really quick, and I'm going to stitch this, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and as I was finishing off the last part, I went to go finish the last part, and I'm like, no, I forgot to put the notch. But it's okay. I'm going to still do it. Don't do this. Okay? Don't glue or stitch first. Go back. Okay? What you're going to do is, right when you fold it up, you're going to go and make the notch and then fold it up again before you glue it. Okay? I'm tired and I forgot. I didn't realize it, so I am hoping that I get this notch in the right area, because I can't flip it over to see where it's going to be because it's too wide. So I'm going to have to go like this and trust that I'm going to put it right in the middle. I can kind of guess by going like this and get like a gauge. I mean, it's going to be right down the middle. I'd have to say between there and there. So I'm just going to go ahead. I should do this okay. I can't believe I did this. Ah, that's way too tiny. It was in the perfect spot, it was just too tiny. Is that still too small? Yeah. And actually it's a little bit, should be over to this way a little bit. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over a little tiny bit. It's just going to be a little bit wider of a notch. I can't believe I did this. I should learn. There we go. That worked out good. It just ends up being a little bit wider because I went over a little bit. So there's my notch right there, okay? So let me just run this by you with the other one that I've got, okay? Here we go again. You're going to take your embossed part, you're going to flip it over, And you're going to roll it up right to about here, okay? And then you're going to crease it. Okay? Then you're going to open it back up. And then here's the guide for the notch, right? Now I can see where I'm right down the center. Right in the middle. And right about there. See, that's the way I really wanted it. Just like that. So you know what? I'm using this one. No, because I already stitched it. I'll just go off. Should I go off camera and stitch it? This notch? Well, let me think. Hold on. I like this one a lot. You know what? I'm going to go off camera and stitch this really quick. I really like this print. I've never used this, and I use this one a lot. I have to admit, I use this one a lot. Let's do something different today. All right, I'm going to go off camera really quick, and I'm going to stitch it one more time. It only takes you guys a second. I'm the one that has to suffer through the 2 minutes of stitching. For you, it's going to be like, boom, she's back. Okay, like I said, 2 seconds. All right. All right, I went ahead and I stitched it, okay? Now, I might not be able to decorate the second one because of the time. I like to keep it underneath a certain time, okay? But I'm going to definitely show you how I'm going to do this one. But this one is the main focus of this video, okay? I wanted to do 2. We'll have to see where the time is, but it is really easy to make, though. So we'll see how the time looks, but this one is my focus. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm trimming off those little strings, okay? So now I have my stitched pocket and I've got the notch, okay? Some people like to ink around the notch. I do that every once in a while if I want to enhance the notch at all. And what I do is I use a very faint pink color. I'll usually use like Victorian velvet. And I just do it very, very, very lightly. Just so that you can see where the notch is. Because sometimes it's hard to tell. I'm not one that inks very much. I'm not an inker. I just do it just a little tiny bit. Sometimes on these little notched pockets. And I just do it very, very lightly. I don't like to go too heavy on it. I used to ink when I first started doing junk journaling. I inked a lot and my style changed. I got into a softer look and I just don't ink anymore. All right, so now what we're going to do, very easy, we're going to put one simple piece of lace going right across the center. Any kind of lace, something pretty. This has been my favorite lately. I love this, but where it's only 2, I don't think I'm going to use that one just because it's like, I want there to be more of the same design going across the top. So let me see. You know, the funny thing is I have a lot of lace, a ton. And sometimes that's actually a problem when you want to do a project and you don't know which one to use. You know how the saying goes, you have so many clothes, you don't know what to wear, but if you only have a few outfits, it makes it easy, right? All right, which one did I use on this one? I used a real white one, so it really showed up. So I think I'm going to want to use something that really shows up. I want it to pop. I'm looking at all the trims I've got. That's kind of pretty. I'll leave that as an option. This one here is another one of my favorites. This one is actually from Hobby Lobby. Let me see. I like that one. So let me see. I've got that one. I've got that one. Let's go one more choice. I think, no, that's another one like the one I've just got. Yeah, the polka dot, no, it's too light. Let me see. That's again too light. I think I'm gonna go with this one because it's really, really bold looking. I like how white it shows up. This one. That one's nice, but it's so light. This one has a ruffle to it. I don't want to go with that. All right. I don't know. Because I really like this one a lot. I'm overthinking it. Oh. Let me see. I've got this one. It's a little bit wider. Oh, I really like that a lot though. That's really pretty, but it doesn't show up that well. Let me check one more thing here. Let me just look at something really quick. That's one I just had. What am I doing? The struggle is real, guys. All right. I had this certain, what makes this so pretty is, hold on. This is a beige. I don't think that's gonna work. That's really pretty if it was in white. I am picky. But that's good, right? It's what makes my work, I suppose. Let me just check one more drawer. That I have my favorite trims. Let me just check really quick. I think this might be too wide. That's way too wide. This one's really white, but it might be too wide. Definitely too wide. All right, I think I'm gonna go with, The only thing is it's not showing up that well. This one shows up really well, but I don't like how the design looks unless I go like this with the center, but I already did that for a project recently and I want to do something different today. I'm liking that. So usually I would have my lace picked out already, but like I said, I didn't expect to do a video tonight. So I am scrambling to find the perfect flat lace. Let me see. What is this one? This one's another one of my favorites. I actually like this one. That one could be good. What about that one? See, I like this one, but I feel like I use this one a lot on a lot of projects. Let me look at the picture. Oh, okay. The picture, I actually used the lace that had the ribbon through it, which I think is over here. Let me see. Sorry about this, guys. I just want to have it. Let me see. What's this one here? This one's like a real bright white. Ooh, that's kind of pretty too. Oh my goodness. What do I do? All right. All right, just pick one, Karen. That one's too light. You can't see it at all. I'm just gonna go ahead and it's between this one. I think that's too light. Okay, so it's between these two. This one. But I just used this one recently. Nope. All right, this one it is. Okay, let's go ahead and just use this one. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna glue it down. Did I use this one as a belly band? Nope. Okay. I'm gonna go straight across with the glue. You're going right down the center. Right across, I mean. This is wrinkled, that's why I'm doing that. I'm not wasting it. It's all bent. I don't want to use that. Okay. All right. All right. Now, another thing what I did is I used my heart. I used a heart, a little heart button in the center. And I'm wondering, do I want to do the same thing? Or do I want to do something different? So I'm going to put a little something here. I just don't know what. I don't know if I want to do, the same I did with, oh, here it is. See, this is what I used in the first one. I love these little wooden heart buttons. You can get these from Hobby Lobby in the wooden department. You can get them on Amazon. But this is what I used. So I think I'm going to do the same. And I'm going to put that there. Or I can do another. I actually like that too. I don't know if I should do, well, I don't want to make it exact. I don't want to make it exact. So, oh, here's another important part while I think about which one I'm doing. I forgot. We have to corner the tops. So we got to go ahead and corner round our tops. Like this. Yep. I have a little bit of white up there on the top. I don't know why. I didn't trim it enough. All right. So now we have our little pocket, a simple journal card pocket, right? And then we're gonna pick the top. I think I'm gonna go with the, because I put a little bit of flowers in here. So let me grab a few little flowers. Don't need much, just a few little flowers in between the button. It's just gonna go like this, right? So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna glue that down. Usually I put a wrap around it, but this time I'm actually gonna glue it. Okay, so I'm gonna put a piece of glue going right down the center, like this. I'm gonna place my little flowers, and you can use dried flowers. You can use fake flowers. If you have some fabric flowers, like little tiny fabric flowers, like these little things here you can put down, or you can use anything. Okay, I'm going to spread that after. I'm just putting that down. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to do the heart button on top. Or if I'm going to do the ribbon. I think the heart button works a little bit better on top of the flowers though. Actually, no. Believe it or not, this works more because it's a little bit flatter. All right. Let me put these together a little bit. Now I'm going to glue it again right on top of the flower. And I'm going to press down the little bow. All right, which is the front? I think this is the front, yeah. All right, place that right down. I love these bows, by the way. I was sent a bunch of them in a Happy Mail. Just gonna press that down so that it gets glued between the bow and the flowers. Sometimes it takes a few for it to stick. That might take a few to glue. And then I'll just, once it glues, I'll spread these out a little bit, and I'm going to end up trimming these as well. All right, while that's gluing, I'm going to get my journal card, my Polaroid together. So what I did with this Polaroid is I just edged it with lace. And the kind of lace that I used was like this. I used a flat lace on the back. Okay, so I'm going to do the same. I'm trying to decide which one I want to use. I love the way this has pink in it, and it fits perfectly inside here. So with a little bit of lace on the outside of that, this is bothering me that that has that trim there. I'm going to go ahead and just trim this just a little bit. I don't like that the white is showing. I know, the little things that bother me. It's just that little bit of white. Just enough. I took it off. I'm going to have to redo the corners again though. Just to touch them up. Do it again. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna let that dry. And these are so adorable in the junk journal. I love how they look, just like this. I love how it just sits in the page. And you can put anything in there you want. You can see that in the camera. It just sits so nicely in the page. I glued that down. And see the photo I put in there? So what we're going to do is we're going to take the Polaroid and we're just going to go around the back. Did I do a double? Yeah, I did a double on this one. There's two Polaroids. So I could do the rocking chair and this one. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay down my lace, make sure I pick the right one that has a lot of it. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and use this one. So I'm just going to, I don't want too much hanging over the edge. I want to have just a little tiny bit. I'll trim this all up after. Oh. Just enough to have a little over the edge. like that. See how it's going to look around along on the other side. I'm tongue-tied today. Okay, just like that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to re-glue this part here. Okay. I'll place it down. All right. All right. I just want to look at this for a moment. Now some was hanging off the sides. I'm going to have to trim it where the edges are. This one might have to come up a little bit. Yeah, this one's a little bit too far down. I'm going to lift this one up and just put it a little further down so that it's showing the edge. Like that. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and trim. I'm going to trim more in a second, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the other photo down on the back. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to glue the back like this. And I'm going to place the other Polaroid right down on the back. So now you have a double Polaroid journal card. Oops. Oh, hold on. Ah! I'm glad I caught that. Make sure it's going in the right direction. I'm glad I caught that before it glued. Okay. So now you can tell that it's not looking right. You have to trim the lace so that it meets each other at the corner. So you're going to trim the one that's underneath and then you're going to corner it. That's the way I do it anyways. And however you guys want to put your lace. This one's a little bit too much. And it's a little bit too high on there too. Okay. All right, so I've got the lace going around the journal cover. I mean the journal Polaroid card. I'm a little picky about how that looks, but I'm trying to fix it. Usually I take my time with this, but I'm trying not to make this video too long for you guys. All right. I wish I would have done a little bit more on here in the corner, but it's all right. It's fine for now. All right, so see how I'm kind of missing a little bit of that corner right there? That's gonna bug me. Okay, want me to show you what I would do in that case? What I would do is I would take a little tiny piece. I know. But this is how I am. When something bothers me like this, I would take like a little tiny corner and I would literally go in and fill it. I'd lift it up and I would glue a little piece down for the corner. I don't know how much it's gonna work. and then I would play with it until I can get the corner to work. I think doing lace like this around edges is a little bit, I've always struggled with it a little bit, unless I really take my time to make sure that they line up just right. Oh, that's just coming right out. That's not gonna work. I'm just gonna have to move on, but you know what I mean. I like them to be nicely cornered. I have a lace that has better corners, but I don't know where it is. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna have to live with it. All right, so this is gonna go right inside here, like that. And that's bothering me. It is really, really bothering me. I don't like it, so I'm gonna fix it. You guys know how I am. I will pull lace off. I will, you know what? It's going across fine. It's up here, I cut it too short. So I'm gonna take a little piece. Hold on. I know, I tried to let it go. I just can't. I'm not saying that a project has to be perfect. I'm just saying that for me, I want to show you how to, if this bothers you as well, like it does me, how would you go and fix that, right? All right, so I'm going to glue this down. I'm going to try and bring that corner back that I cut it off. There we go. All right. Much better. Okay, that's fixed. I'll let her glue, and then I'll just trim this little part up here on the top that's going over. But I'm going to let her glue first. But it'll look nice when it's all glued down. But this is the Polaroid. And then what I would do is I would go and stamp some of the bottom of the journal card. And let me see, did I do that on here? Where's the other journal card? Did I put it down? Oh yeah, it's right here. No, I didn't. I didn't stamp it. Okay. So you can stamp it if you want, or you can put like a graphic down here, or like a word, or however you want to do that. So this slips right inside here, like so. And I love how the lace sticks out over the top. Isn't that so adorable? It's so easy, so simple. And then people often ask me, so how do you place that in your journal? Okay, so if you want to know how you place it in your journal, let me see if I can find. I'm not sure if it's going to fit inside this slim journal that I'm working on. But basically, I guess you could. So basically what I would do, how I would place it, I would do it either two ways. I would either glue the whole thing completely down and just use the pocket, or I would do a U, glue it a U, place it down. I would use this as a pocket, and then I would use this behind as a pocket. Or I would glue a U this way, and I would have a little pocket on the side. You can also use it as a journal topper as well on your flip-flop journal. Say if this is the front envelope, you can use it as the front flip. You can use it however way you want to, okay? So let's see how much time we're at. We're at 39 minutes. So I'm going to see how far I can get with doing this one really quick. So I'm going to go a little faster with this one, okay? I don't want to go over the time, but I want to show you. I'm not going to emboss this one, okay? So I'm just going to flip it up, and I'm not going to stitch this one. I'm going to glue it. All right. So you're going to go up. And you're going to crease it. You're going to open it up. You're going to make your notch. right down the center, however deep you want it. Right about there. Okay. Now this one I don't have to ink because you can see the difference between the two. Okay. Now I'm going to round the corners. Oop, oh my goodness. I'm going to round the corners. My corner punch is giving me a hard time tonight. So like that, okay? Now, this is where I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to stamp with Word here. So I don't want to get the top of this ink. So I'm just going to go and place a piece of paper over the bottom part of this here, okay? I'm going to grab my Word stamp, my lettering, like this. And I'm going to, let me make sure that this ink actually shows up on this. I want to see the color, see how well the color works for this one. I haven't tested it yet. I like it. I like it. Okay, so that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use this on here. But I'm wondering if I should use my large one instead. Because I don't want to have to go like this and like this, because then I'll have to line it up perfectly. Where this one, I can just go stamp right across. So I'm going to go ahead and use my large one here. I'm going to try and get it good and stamped so that I don't get any missing words. I think the rubber on this is actually fading a little bit because I've had it for so long. I might have to get a new one. I've cleaned it really well. And I just think that the rubber is getting worn down because I've used it so much. Alright, so now I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to do just this top part. Alright, just like this. Oh wait, I have to go underneath as well. I have to put a piece of paper underneath. Because I don't want to get ink underneath as well, okay? So you just do this. Now I'm going to stamp. And I'm actually going to stand up and do this so I can put some weight on it. I'm going to go across. Let me see, I want to go, might have to do like that. Press down hard. And if she's a little faded, that's okay. I was explaining that the other day. It actually looks vintage looking. See how it's missing some? That's fine. I actually like that look. Now there's a little bit empty down here, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go down a little bit. And I'm going to ink her just a little bit more. Just going to add a little bit on the bottom. There. Alright. I like how it's faded, but I do want to get a new one because there are times that I don't like the faded look, depending on the project I'm working on. We're going to have lace going across there anyway, so. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue the sides. This is for those who don't have a sewing machine. I'm going to show you how I do the gluing just on the very edge. You don't want to go too far in, okay, because this is going to be your pocket. And you don't want to rob yourself of pocket space. Okay, so just go along the sides. I'm not even going to go on the bottom. You don't need to go on the bottom because you have the crease that's going to make the pocket. Okay, And then you're going to take your bone folder and you're going to go outward, not inward. Okay? That's a tip that I use. If you go inward, you're going to get glue on the inside and you're going to ruin your pocket space. So I just go outward so that it's creating all the glue to go that way. And you have more space on the inside. Okay? It always works for me. All right. And you'll get some glue along the edges there. You're just going to have to go like that and just wipe it off. Like that, okay? All right. Now, let me just look at something really quick. Did I round those? I did, didn't I? I just noticed something. I rounded the edges. I rounded the edges on my original. I cannot believe I missed that. I'm just gonna lift it up a little bit and try and do this really quick. I am so mad that I missed that. Hopefully you guys see this first and you can round your edges for the pink and the blue, if you do pink and blue. How did I miss that? Maybe it's because of the decoration on it? I'm not sure. It's alright. I think the pink one still looks really pretty. Yeah, see, I should have rounded those edges right there. It's okay, it looks really nice. We'll have one with it not, and one with the rounded edges. Alright, so now we're going to get out our lace. Now I can use any lace because all the colors are actually going to show up really well on this blue. So now I have a choice. I like that one. Now I'm like, okay, I get all the choices now. I like this one, but it's, I don't know. I have a certain look I'm going for. I love this one, but I don't want to go that thick. I'm just going to go with this one because I really like this one a lot. Now, if you want, you can actually make a belly band out of this as well. But it might be a little hard because you're going to want to put the button on the front and you would have to make sure that you go underneath and glue the button on the lace without getting the glue underneath. Because glue goes through lace, you know. So I'm not going to do a belly band, but the option's there. And you know me, I love to make belly bands on pockets. I'm going to take a sip of water. All right. So I'm going to go ahead. Oh, let me put the cover on this really quick. Okay. I don't know where my glue spreader went. Oh, it's right here. Well, it's a little bit too late now that my hands have glue all over it. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to trim. Okay. Over there. Now with this one, you know it would look really nice? Putting like a little butterfly here. That would look nice, or I have one of those circles that I got from Esme's collection. Well, the circle might be a little bit too big though. It's a little bit too big, but it's pretty though. The white one's really pretty. It's nice, but I think it's too big. What do I want to put on the front of this one? I have the smaller. No, that's the same size butterfly, isn't it? I like it. But I'm not sure what I want to do. Let me see, I have, that's way too big. I can use this one on here. I could, but it looks like it's just floating in the center of a big piece of lace. If I had the slimmer lace, that would look good, but it just looks like it's hanging out there. I would need to put something in the middle. I don't know. That's way too big of a button. Let me see. Same thing. Oh, we have this. I have this little butterfly that someone gave me. Hold on. This would look really pretty on top. I like it. I like that actually. Somebody gave this to me in a little pocket thing of a Happy Mail. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna place that right in the center. A really cute butterfly. It has purple and blue. I actually think this is the perfect color for this. Let me see. Does that look okay? I like it, but I don't know. And now I'm seeing green. I thought that was blue. Wait a minute, what color is that? Now that I'm putting it up against the thing, I think it's purple and green. I don't think I'm... Now that I have it on top of the blue and it bleeds through, I'm seeing green. I'm going to hold off on that. I love this and I'm going to save it for another project. All right, I changed my mind. Let's do something else. Do you see what I mean on how changing your mind's not bad? It's all about finding what you like, right? I have some of these. Oh, I have those corners. I have those corners. Did I want to use those on the bottom of the blue here? Where'd the other one go? Oh my goodness gracious. My desk is such a mess. All right. I wonder if I want to do like two little corners here. I actually like that. And then maybe I can go ahead and use... I feel like I don't know, I just feel like that it's just floating there in the center of a big piece of lace. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to think how I want to go about it. The butterfly did look really nice on there. I have to admit, the pink and the blue really looks nice. I think I'm just going to go with the butterfly. I really liked how that looked on the front. And with the little gold on the sides, I like it. Do you see what I mean though? If this is really beautiful, but it would look better on a piece of lace that's skinnier. Like if I was to do this lace here, right? Then this would have fit perfectly in the center of that. But with this sitting in the center of this really wide piece of lace, it's getting lost. It's taking away from the focal point. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to do the butterfly. And it's funny because that was my first instinct when I pulled it. I'm like, oh, that would look really cute. Sometimes you gotta try a couple of things and see what works and what doesn't. It's all about finding what makes you happy and what makes you feel like it's a complete project for you. And don't be afraid to try different things. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do the corners. I love these corners. Thank you to Laura Mitchell, who sent me these in the sewing machine that she made me. Now remember, while I'm doing this, while I have you guys, before I end the video, tomorrow I'm going to be doing a video choosing for Making It Monday. And I will be doing the Making It Monday on Monday this time. Hopefully there's no migraine. So I won't be able to do it on Tuesday because Tuesday's my birthday and I'm celebrating. Well, we might be celebrating. We might be doing my birthday next weekend, not this weekend. All right. There we have the corner. Oops. There we have the corner. Now, I don't have time to make another journal card, so I'm going to do that one offline. But I'm going to just take this one, and I'm going to show you how it'll look going down inside with a pocket that was glued. See? And it still fits perfectly down there if you just do the edges like I showed you. Isn't that adorable? I love the little corners on that. I love it. These are so simple and easy to use in your journals. You can put ephemera in them. You can put ledger paper in them. You can put postcards in here. Anything. Polaroids. Old-time photos. They are perfect little pockets. They also make great journal toppers. You can use them for the front of your journals. You can use them as little tucks, pocket tucks. It's endless. So there you have it. There is your simple little flat journal card pockets. And I hope that you guys really liked this little project I threw up tonight. I really hope to see some of you guys making these. I love seeing your versions of these projects, and I love seeing your photos. So if anybody's new here, I have a Facebook group, Grace B Creations, over on Facebook. I will leave a link down in the description, and I would love to see you join. We have a great group of people over there. I would love to see you and share your ideas on your projects of what I showed. It doesn't have to be just like it, or you can make it just like this. I like to see when people sometimes say, hey, I tried this too. Hey, that's really cool. And then there are people who do the exact project and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's like 10 times better than mine. But that's just, everybody's so creative in their own ways. I love it. So I'm going to end this video here. I will see you Saturday in the video for pulling from Making It Monday. I hope you guys have a wonderful Friday evening. I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.